Bow wow.
Welcome to DogStar. We are Sun Dogs, and this is Leekthough. How you feel?
I'm feeling good. How you guys doing?
Feeling pretty good.
Yeah, very excited to be sitting down with you. You said it before the show. It's been a very busy month.
Busy month. Busy everything.
Well,
really.
we're going to rewind even further and start from as far back as you can remember. Musical influences as a kid. What was being played around the house?
New Edition, Michael Jackson.
Yeah.
That was before I was even into music. Like a lot of old school R&B. That's my dad used to play. A lot of R. Kelly,
Yes.
pretty much all that good stuff. And then after that, I started getting into music in high school. Like I wouldn't listen to music or nothing. Yeah, I wouldn't even.
Just not a fan? What were your...
I was just doing sports.
Oh, right.
Okay.
What'd you play?
Basketball.
Okay.
Yeah.
What position?
Point guard.
Yeah.
So that was the only thing I was doing the entire time.
Do you still ball presently, or have you just like for fun?
Nah,
Okay.
like not because I don't want to. It's just I can't afford to get hurt.
Right,
Ooh.
right.
So
And you're a busy guy. I'm sure you don't
Yeah,
have
some
much
busy-
time.
yeah, I'm really busy. A lot now, actually. I actually don't have a lot of time for nothing.
Right.
Dating, nothing. So
Yep. The future's planned out at this point.
yeah, bro. I'm just got a lot of shows, tours, meetings, a lot of everything going on now. So
Yeah. When did you first realize that that's what you wanted your life to be like?
in college,
Because it was sports up to a
Yeah.
certain point.
until I got to college, I didn't do sports. Then I was like, okay, well, this engineering thing has to work. Yeah,
Cool.
computer engineering. That's what I went to school for.
Sick.
Sweet.
And after that, from Chicago. That's where I'm from.
Okay.
So then I came up here because I just wanted to be far away from my parents, but not too far.
Yeah.
I feel that.
So I can live my own life. But then my junior year, I woke up one morning. I was like, I'm gonna try this music thing and see what happens. I had no
just
music
out of the
experience.
blue.
Yeah, no music experience at all.
I mean, were you at least listening to music at that point again?
Yeah, I was like pirating music at the time.
Hey.
LimeWire.
I think we
Yes.
all are guilty of pirating music at one point or another.
Yeah, getting your computer. All type of viruses.
Right.
Those
Yep.
days.
Just ruining the computer.
What artists brought you back into listening to music? Or what were you listening to at that time is what I should ask.
What was hot at the moment? So
Okay.
Soulja Boy,
Yeah.
Lil Wayne. So like that was
Yeah.
That era.
yeah. So like the dance vibe, the jerking. That's when I started to get into music.
Sick.
So,
Very
Yeah,
cool.
a good era to get into it.
Yeah,
so-
very dancey. And then Soldier Boy, he was producing a lot of his own
Yeah,
stuff.
and he was the first. He was the first YouTube artist.
That's sweet. So yeah,
So-
it just makes it that much more reachable. You know
right,
what I'm saying?
exactly. So,
That's cool.
and I love the way he promoted his stuff. I think he like changed, like I do like LimeWire. He changed all of the he put his file in and he changed the name to all the hot songs.
Yeah.
So his song came up every time someone downloaded it.
That's smart.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And you got the wrong song, but
Yeah.
hopefully it could hook you in immediately,
right,
and
exactly, exactly.
you
So,
wouldn't care. You wouldn't be that mad at the end of it.
I love the strategy about it. So
It is pretty brilliant. Yeah. Did you take any business classes in college then?
nope, just engineering.
And then just
Interesting.
admired that. Yeah.
Yeah, I just learned the business on my own. So
That's
Yeah,
a very interesting origin story.
Yeah,
So, like,
did you finish college or
Yeah, I
just... Okay, so
Yeah, I
graduated
finished.
college, still with the music on the horizon.
yes,
Were you writing while still in college as well? Did you start writing down your rhymes, if that's your writing process?
I actually don't write.
Oh,
Whoa.
okay.
I just go in
okay.
and freestyle. But
I love
for the
that.
most part, well, chop in, I guess what they call
Right,
it.
Right,
But,
or punch it in.
yeah, punch it in.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I do. And yeah, like I was about to graduate, and then I didn't even walk. Like I told my mom, you can just take my degree,
right.
Word.
and
I'll
I
be
didn't.
busy that day.
And I didn't even see it.
Yeah.
So, but at this point, one of my songs went top 50 in China. Yeah. So
Oh.
at that point, I was like, okay, I can do this at this point. So
Yeah.
then I went down to South by Southwest for the first time at that time
To attend or to perform?
to perform. I performed
Oh my God.
3 shows at that time.
What, South by Southwest, which year?
What was that, 2017?
Wow.
2017?
That's huge.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because that's not just music. That's art across the board.
Everything.
Film, visual,
Exactly.
yeah.
Exactly. So now I'm going in like next week. So again.
Oh, sick.
That's sweet. Was there any like Soldier Boy level marketing strategy to get your song that popular in China?
Nah, that was actually I actually signed a distribution deal with Sony at the time.
Wow.
Yeah, and so like so long story short, I ended up getting up my deal, and then my song took off right after that.
Whoa.
Yeah,
Perfect
so-
timing.
So it was smooth.
That's nice.
Yeah, it was smooth after that.
And we're going to have to back up just a little bit.
Yeah.
So who produced that track? Or who produced the beat for that
Soka.
first track? No way.
Yeah,
And
That's
how did you
awesome.
guys link up? Or since...
Twitter.
No way.
I don't even use Twitter. That was probably the third week I had it, and then he had hit me up. And he's from Houston, so
Oh, word.
and so he was just like, "Hey, I make music." He was like, I think like I want to say 15. He was still in high school at the time.
Okay,
Wow.
okay.
So he like, "I got some beats for you," and I was like, "Cool." And then we just kind of like stay working, and
Oh, my
Now we're here.
gosh.
Wow.
He's
Just-
still making the beats for you?
yeah, now
Oh,
he's my executive producer.
eh.
Yeah, so like we work with Murder Beats. We work with who else? Q Beats. He works with Drake.
Whoa.
We work with Seth Got the Waves. We worked with Buddha Bless His Beat.
Oh, my God.
So all that's on my
Whoa.
album, on my new album.
oh man.
Yeah, so it's lit. It's lit.
That's awesome. When can we expect that album? Or is it like, are you going direct to consumer with it first? Or
I mean, I'm meeting up with labels.
oh,
So, like,
very nice.
I don't want to drop it and then they take it down and
Right,
then
right,
they
right.
they have to
Yeah.
put their branding on it, and so I'm trying to see what those conversations look like first.
Yeah.
It does
entertain those.
explain the single strategy
Mhm.
that you've been dropping. What do
Yeah.
you? How far in between singles do you think you should wait?
Like I said, I'm a businessman first, so if you ain't got the money
Mm,
to promote it,
mm,
I would say twice a year.
okay.
Yeah.
Right.
So like if you got the money to promote it, then drop as many as you want. But
Mhm.
if you don't got that, a lot of artists just keep dropping, and then fans see those numbers and they're not doing well.
Right,
Mm,
So
right.
now they're like, I don't want to listen to this.
Right.
Versus if you put all your budget into one song, now you got that up to the same quality as, people get psyched up by numbers. People are like, oh, this
true.
song got 5 million streams. Let me listen to it because other people like it.
Exactly.
So I just focus on that.
That's cool. I mean, I was gonna ask some of these opportunities. Do you think they're because of the numbers on some of
absolutely.
your pages?
Yeah, absolutely.
And that's like people just get blinded by the number, and they're like,
Like,
boom.
Is that how the first South by Southwest
Mhm.
opportunity came about?
Mhm.
Wow.
and then after that, I kind of took a step back. That's why if you see after my song "Fall for Me" and Astro,
Mhm.
I took like a 3-year break. I didn't
That's
drop
right.
anything. I didn't drop anything
until proper leak in
Right.
2022.
Exactly, because I was
Wow.
like, I was working on my strategy, working on my sound,
Yeah.
mixing everything. Cause I mix and master everything, so I was trying to
Whoa.
figure out the sound, and I was like, okay. But I've always been recording,
Right.
and so once I figured that out, I was like, oh yeah,
That-
and
That takes a lot of control, especially as a musician. But you said, you're a
Mhm.
businessman as much as you are a musician.
Mhm.
So, do you have any advice for artists who just I don't want to
that's
be
fine.
too explicit and say blow their load and
Yeah.
just release music as it comes about versus strategizing? Any tips on maintaining that self-control? Because it's part of an image, it's part of the brand.
Right,
Yeah.
exactly. So it's like a batting average.
Right.
If you got 5 songs that have less than 1,000 streams, and that's your top 5 songs, people gonna be like, this person isn't good. Even like Spotify or like all the algorithms, they're not gonna push you.
Okay.
Mm.
Okay.
That's why I focus on one song at a time.
Yeah.
Because like and we tested the theory out on Shada. I was like, let's try this. And then Soka like, all right, let's do it. And then my marketing specialist, she works at Atlantic
Okay.
Records.
Sick.
So she's the one who's gonna be working, with the labels, like kind of getting that communication going.
Yeah.
But she was like, let's drop this record and see what happens. Cause they want to see fresh numbers. I said, let's do it. And so 3 weeks into the record, it started charting in Portugal. It debuted number 9.
Oh.
Yeah, and it just started taking off from there. Now
Yeah.
Netherlands, I think all genres I made like 100. Yeah, with
That's
no
sweet.
label. It's just me.
What do you
Right.
feel when you hear news like that? Is it? I mean, it's got to be validating at least. But is it just like I can't focus on celebrating? I'm working on stuff.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's pretty much what it is because there's so much different stuff happening at the same time. So I'm like, okay, that's cool. I can use that as leverage.
Exactly.
That's how I look at it.
Tour over there.
Right.
Get
right.
out, yeah.
So we're fingers crossed, but we're trying to get me on the Rolling Loud in Portugal because it'll make the most sense.
Yeah.
Oh, the festival.
Right.
Yeah.
Because it make the most sense because my song was a top song out there
Exactly.
in every city. So
right.
Have you been on an international tour yet? Or?
Yeah, I have.
Oh, okay,
Yeah,
okay. So we're gonna kind of continue along the timeline.
Oh yeah. So if we're doing timeline, let's jump back. So you say you were mixing and mastering your own songs, like finding the beat, and then what program did you start using? Logic.
Yeah. So I've always stuck with the foundation of things. I always was like, well, if I don't know the foundation, I can't do anything. So I was like, well, I can't rap until I know how to mix.
Wow.
I can teach myself rapping at any time.
Right.
But the mixing, I don't care how many bars you got. It don't matter. if it don't sound good, it don't sound good. Simple as that.
Exactly.
So I kind of figured that out. And so so every song that you've heard, I mixed and mastered
That's
myself.
sweet. And just the YouTube route, learning how to do things
YouTube
one step at a
University,
time.
man.
Yeah.
YouTube University.
That's awesome.
So
That's
cool.
huge.
And you still use Logic today?
It's
tough to switch once you know it all. It's like,
everybody's like, do Pro Tools. I'm like, nah, I'm
it's
good.
like driving on the other side of the road.
Yeah, I'm good with what I got. So.
And are you, I would assume, still learning tips and tricks with Logic?
I'm always learning.
Yeah.
Like I feel like I cannot learn enough. So I'm always learning. I never feel like I'm too smart for anything. I'm too big for nothing. Like I don't care what it is. Like if I can learn, I can learn. So yeah, and then I work with mixed by Ali, Derek Ali. He's he mixes for Kendrick.
Whoa.
Yeah, so like he be like
okay.
helping me with my mixes. He'd be like, hey, I sent to him like, nah, don't do that. Or yeah, do that. I like what you did there.
Yeah, just the expanse of your network, like physically, everybody's far apart.
That's important. Networking is everything.
It's so interesting that they're not local. I don't know how many people in your team is from Minnesota, but is that on purpose or is that just because you hadn't been living here that long?
How do I explain it? Everybody has a different job. So I get people who I need them for a specific job.
Right.
So like Soka, he does my press and he does my production. And Andre does my photos and videos. And I do the networking.
Yeah.
So, but like now Soka has Murder Beats watching them, the Migos, Quincy Jones, just because. Yeah. And then we just kind of got our own little system going. And that's how we be getting so many connections. Nick Myra is one of them. Yeah,
that's
so
wild.
like we got a song, we got 2 records on there.
Wow.
With Nick Myra.
That's huge.
Yeah, bro. It's
and like you said, networking. It all stems from that. What advice do you have to some young bloods who haven't networked yet or who think they can just show up to an open mic, perform their song for the first time, drop the mic?
Don't do open mics. Don't do it.
It's not worth it?
No, because that time you're spending doing that, because people naturally are going to be like, hey, okay, I see this person. 9 times out of 10, they're not going to care.
Right.
Because they don't know you, they didn't come there for you. Right? So, and then they go to your Spotify and your Instagram and they see less than 1,000 or maybe just 1,000 or 4,000 people.
They look at the numbers,
turned off. They don't care how much they like the song. If the numbers don't look right, they're going to tell themselves, nah, it's not good. Because a lot of people think that they're competing against the people in the circle, but they don't remember that you're competing against Drake, you're competing against Travis Scott,
international artists,
everybody, people that you've never even heard that they listen to.
Word.
Bad Bunny, everybody. That's who you're competing against, not your homies.
Not the 10 people in your city.
Exactly. So when I understood that, I knew that I can't get big-headed. I still got to keep going.
Right.
So.
Can't set your sights just local. It's you're taking over the world.
Yeah, you have to. So, and then the engineering side kicked in for me, and I kind of started mixing up the music, and so then I started to understand how the internet worked. And so now I'm ranked like 15,000 out of all genres
Whoa.
in the whole world.
Whoa.
Out of all artists and millions of artists, I'm 15,000.
And that's Spotify analytics or
that's over the whole internet.
Right.
Yeah. So like popularity wise.
Okay.
Yeah. So
That's
like
wild.
leverage. More leverage for me.
Exactly. And I mean, you're talking about setting up these meetings with labels.
You got
to have the leverage
gotta
lined up in the pocket.
Mm-hmm. Because the label's at the bank, so
Right.
they're not trying to take on all that risk, though.
Mm-hmm. So you're meeting a lot of people over either social media or email contacts.
Mm-hmm.
You said all. What was the producer's name again?
Murder Beats.
No, your producer.
Soka.
Soka.
Yeah.
He just sent you a DM and was like, "I have some beats for you."
Yeah.
Do you think it would be that easy for a producer to get a hold of you now, or like, what do you think?
I get so many beats now, bro. It's wild, and like they be like decent producers, like they be working with like Boosie and like
sick.
big like people who work with Amigos. It just sometimes it's just not feeling it.
Yeah.
Right.
You know, I was like, okay, I'll be like, I check it out, but most of the time it's like, nah.
And then there's probably different strategies for like reaching out to someone who you feel is like on your same level versus like reaching out to someone who's like up a step.
Yeah.
What are some of those strategies?
Like I said, leverage, making sure your back end is taken care of. When they come back to your music, they see numbers, they see this, they see that.
Yeah.
Instagram, focus on one for social media and promote that. Put all your budget into it.
Just making a good first impression.
That's what it come down to. Like me, I don't focus on Facebook. So if people funnel in through there, cool. If people funnel in through Twitter, cool. But I don't use them.
More of an Instagram.
Just Instagram.
That's smart. I mean, I think that's the big one. Currently.
It's the hottest one right now.
Yeah.
So, and then I'm not a big TikTok person.
Man, I was gonna ask because like your songs do have like ridiculous numbers on Spotify. I was gonna ask if you went viral on TikTok.
No, because it's dangerous.
Right.
It's dangerous because when you're a TikTok artist, they know that
You're not
30
getting paid,
seconds.
yeah.
You know, like what's his name? Steve Lacy. He got lucky, but he already been popping.
Right.
But they only knew the hook of Bad Habits. If he was a new artist, it would know with film. But since he was already been working with everybody, he was already established for a while.
I see.
That's what I'm saying. So like, if you're established, then get TikTok to move.
So the foundation, the fundamentals.
You cannot get away from that. Like you can't cheat life, so you can't cheat the industry.
Yeah, and they're gonna look.
They're gonna look. You know what I'm saying? So.
That's words of wisdom.
Exactly.
You, man.
It's a great perspective. We're lucky to have you on sharing.
Appreciate it. Thank you for having me, for sure.
Definitely. I guess we could run through your social media handles right now if we wanted. What's your...
Leekthough everything. Yeah.
Across the board.
Across
and that's another important thing, that consistency, so people can find you.
Yes, and people, first thing I always tell you, look up your name.
Make sure you're the
Someone else probably got it.
Right.
If it's common, look it up, because now you got legal troubles and that person bigger than you. Now you got. So I chose something that nobody had.
Yeah. Did you go?
I was gonna ask. I think we both were gonna ask. Did you ever go by any other artist names?
Nah.
Just Leekthough.
Like I don't got commitment issues.
Right.
So I've always went by that.
Were there any other names in like the list? Were you narrowing it down, or just like this is it?
They look good on paper. I mean, it was my Instagram name in high school.
Okay, well, yeah. Where does it come from?
Yeah.
Is it a nickname? If you can reveal it, or what's this? What meaning do you put behind the name?
How I got it was when people in high school were like, "What's up, though?" I used to always say that, and some people just replaced the "What's up" and just put Leek, because my name is Leek. So they're like Leekthough. I was like, I like that.
It's catchy, and like you said, it looks good written out.
It looked good on paper, so I was like, all right, cool. I'm gonna rock with it. And then I looked, nobody had it. It was exclusive to me. So now every time you Google me, just my pictures show up.
That's huge.
And Google is important.
You got to respect Google.
Google is important, I'm telling you.
So you're talking about it looks good on paper, and then you're talking about making good first impressions, and you obviously put effort into like your appearance and stuff like that. Is there any other visual art that you're involved in? Do you do like graphic design or like be the final decision on like your album art? How's
Yeah.
Oh, we're gonna have to talk about this after the old break ski.
We'll be right back.
And we're back.
DogStar, Sun Dogs are sitting down with Leekthough, talking about everything. Basically. Yeah, everything under the sun, picking the brain of a genius. Thank you so much
it's a lot of reading.
for taking the time out to give us a peek into the leak.
Yes, sir.
I
cannot, for the life of me, think of what I said we were going to talk about when we came back.
We were talking about
anything.
Yeah, I was talking about what your name was. Always been Leekthough.
Yeah.
Talking about the importance of like using Google as your ally versus fighting against it.
Your best friend.
And then any other visual mediums you're involved in, or
visual,
aspects of the process.
Thank you so much.
Album art, I try to keep my team close. My cousin makes all my album art.
Sweet.
So he does a very good job at creating my vision of things. So I try to, if I'm gonna pay somebody, I'm gonna pay my cousin, my family, you know.
Right.
So that's how I kind of like Soka. If I'm gonna pay somebody, I'm gonna pay my family.
Yeah.
So that's kind of what I do.
I mean, it sounds like the graphic artist cousin's pretty consistent. You said they've been doing it since day one?
Yeah.
Wow.
So like from pretty much most of my covers, once he was like, okay. And like me and him be making music, well, we used to, but made music together.
Okay.
And cause he actually started rapping first, and then like when we were like in elementary school, and I was like, all right, I'm gonna try it, you know. And
was your rapper name Leekthough in elementary school?
I didn't have a rapper name. I was just making stuff.
Okay.
Like Spotify wasn't out yet.
Wow.
Okay.
So you know, so I was like,
I mean, would you bring it to school on the CD and have people listen to it on the Walkman, or just for fun? Or
I'm honest with myself. It was not good.
But that's cool. Yeah, he sounds like one of your closest influences. Because I was just thinking about the way your career started and just like having a plan. I was thinking there had to be somebody close to you or just somebody that you were like, had a look a little bit behind the scenes, because you wouldn't have known about half this stuff.
No, he gave my first microphone. It was a USB microphone. And he told me to use Audacity. Free. And then I had a Mac, so I'm like, let me just get Logic.
Yeah.
So I got Logic, paid the little $200, and then I was like, cool. And then after that, just doing the reps, so trying to make songs. I was like, yeah. And I wasn't my biggest fan, so I was like, I need to keep working.
Putting in that 10,000 hours.
Yeah, man, you don't sleep. Yeah, this is a career. I learned it between a career and a job.
Mm-hmm.
This
the dedication,
every day, 24 hours.
Yeah, all the time.
So,
what good habits that may have taken years to form? What good habits are you in now creatively? Like, is it you try and surround yourself with certain things before you record, or is it like, do you capture little moments on your voice recorder? I know you said you typically don't write, but how do you keep yourself creatively ready?
Don't record every day.
Okay.
I probably record once every month, 2 months sometimes.
Save the essence.
Because you go through different stuff, right? So I have different stuff to talk about. I'm in a different place in my life. So now this song sounds different than that song.
Yeah.
And now when I put all these songs together, I don't sound the same. But if I record 10 songs in 1 night or 2 weeks, I'm going to sound the exact same because I got the same experiences.
Right. So you kind of got to, I hear comedians work the same way. They kind of got to go out into the world, absorb some of humanity, some pain, some love, and then go back into the booth.
Yeah. Because I'm not on a rush. Because I focus on one song.
Right.
So while I'm on my hiatus, I'm recording. And then sometimes I do 2 songs. If I'm really got crazy inspiration, then I might record. That's very, very, very super rare.
So you say you're starting with the USB mic. Do you still record yourself?
Oh, yeah.
At your house?
Yeah, at my house.
Oh, sure. That's perfect.
But I've upgraded mics, I'm sure, a few times.
Yeah, I got like 2 different microphones now. Like I spent like $4,000 on microphones.
Nothing wrong with starting out, so you can learn with the USB mic and even Audacity. You know,
you can mix.
You can do a lot.
With bad equipment, you can mix amazing with good equipment. So.
That's cool. That's very cool.
What kind of mic are you rocking right now?
Right now, I like my Townsend because it's It's a microphone that what is it? It's like it transforms into other microphones.
Okay, cool.
So like I can use the U87. I could use this microphone. I could use.
Oh, it comes with the little.
Yeah, so like the polarity switches.
Wow.
Yeah, so I could switch. I can do all that from my computer. It's nice.
That's awesome.
Yeah, so I was like, why not get all in one? So if I want to sound deeper, I can use this. If I want my voice to sound softer, I can use this microphone. So it all depends on the vibe of the song.
That's awesome.
Yeah, I was wondering what your voice would sound like. Just listening through your Spotify, it's like, I wonder what this dude's talking voice is like. It's like 21 Savage. It's like, I wonder what this dude sounds like just talking.
I feel like I sound the same. I feel like I don't sound too processed.
No, yeah, it is. It sounds like you.
Yeah, it sounds like.
But it's not. You weren't like some of you're singing pretty high in some of your songs. So I was like, I wonder what this voice is gonna be.
Yeah, I got a softer voice when it's yeah.
But
my
it
voice
fits the music perfect.
Yeah, exactly. It fits my image.
Nice. Yeah.
So.
Hey, can you talk about cultivating an image as an artist and like the importance of that?
Treating yourself as a brand.
You're a brand, you know. So image is everything. If you don't, I look at music like this, right? I look at it like the NBA. Not everybody's 6 foot. Not everybody can dribble. Not everybody 7'10". Not everybody. And so if you don't got it, you don't got it. Not everybody can do it.
Right.
If you don't have a unique voice, it's not for everybody.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it's just kind of like but anything in life, like modeling. Not every woman can do it.
Mm-hmm.
Some women are too short. Some women are, you know, not, you know, status quo for the weight wise. So music the same way. If you don't got the image, you don't got stage presence, you don't got charisma. What else? The voice. You might as well hang it up.
And would you also add your team to that list?
The team.
You're not doing anything. I mean, you're doing a lot. You wear multiple hats, but there's 16 other hats that you've delegated to other people, professionals.
Exactly. Like I said, I had to be realistic with myself. You know, like I can't do graphic designing. I learn it just so I know what to ask for.
Right.
Right.
Have that kind of base knowledge.
Right. So that I know
vocabulary words for
right,
it.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I know all the Bing words from, you know, hey, do this. Hey,
exactly.
You know, do that. Can we try this? Videography, same thing. I learned it just so I can explain it to somebody who has more expertise and they focus just on that.
And in regards to videography, are you ever like writing or directing any music videos? Or
I'm starting to get into that. I like that a lot.
Sick. Because it's like double meaning for your song. You know, it could be the rapping right at the camera, but it could also be the narrative story, almost like a short film within the music video.
Exactly. And like for my album, I'm trying to build out my whole stages on Unreal Engine 5.
Sweet.
So like I've been studying Unreal Engine 5. I upgraded my computer because I had an M1 chip. Now I'm getting an M2 chip. M2 chip.
Oh, processor.
Yeah, processor. Because they just added Unreal Engine to the Mac. So I'm.
That's like graphic design.
Yeah, it's like it's what they make like Assassin's Creed on and like all like the big game Kingdom Hearts, all those like big games with like realism.
Yeah.
I'm building out the world right there. I got a mentor. He's from Russia. He's super dope. I found him on YouTube.
That is dope. I mean, build out the stage and then do metaverse shows.
And then green screen just have a videographer just shooting it.
That'd be awesome.
And I just place myself.
Slick.
And then do the lighting, understand what lighting does and moods and kind of understanding the frequency of those things.
Yeah, the visual power, you know, it's a visual accompaniment at the broadest term, but it's like I was saying earlier, it's like the double meaning. It's we're getting you're creating the Leek world, you know.
Exactly, and that's the thing, because everybody always told me I have a different sound. I don't sound like nobody. Like I ask everybody all the time, like, who do I sound like? You can say they say I don't know. So I'm like, well, I'm gonna take that and run with it.
Yeah.
So.
The unique Leek.
Yes, that's the goal, man. I mean, most of I don't be listening to music. I just listen to TV and stuff.
Right.
Yeah.
You said you're kind of liking the music video, the directing side of it. Are there any other Is there any other art that you do, even if it's not related to your music?
I used to draw a lot.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, so that's how I kind of understand. I'm not a painter. I'm not good at painting, but black and white, shading, that's me.
Like pencil or charcoal? Or I mean, I don't want to have you categorize yourself, but like what style of animation were you influenced by?
Anime.
Okay, cool.
So you're drawing like characters and stuff like that?
And so that kind of got me to, like my dad wanted me to be a artist, like a drawer. And like he was like, you should have went for that. So I just took that same thought process and went into music with it.
Were either your parents into the arts at all?
My dad was into music. He used to he was in a boy band with R. Kelly before R. Kelly blew up.
Oh, what was that called?
I don't know. I never asked. I just seen pictures. Yeah, so like that was before he went solo. R. Kelly did.
I never knew he was part of a group. You're adding another a flip on my hip hop history. I love it.
Yeah, so
that's insane. I mean, it sounds it's cool that he was encouraging you to do something artistic.
Yeah, so like when I was a kid, he used to like have us like doing New Edition stuff and like doing like all my cousins and me, and like I used to play like Lil Michael, and stuff like that. So
that's fun.
Yeah, so I've been used to the camera.
Yeah,
for a while.
Which people, I think, well, now I don't think people are distracted by cameras, but I'd say bigger the camera, the more acting a fool people might be.
That is true.
Or being, hey, look at me disease.
Yeah.
Yeah, but like you were saying earlier, it's about the image. It's about
the image.
Maintaining that professional image that is your brand.
Your brand is everything, I'm telling you.
What role does your dad have in your like musical career these days? Is he supportive?
Yeah, at first my parents, they were obviously like any other parent, like who wants to say like, oh, my kid stopped doing engineering, computer engineering to become a rapper. Like who wants to say that, like, right? Like, but
maybe a little denial at first, yeah.
And then when I started getting booked for festivals, that's when they were like, okay. And then they actually see me perform for the first time. They're like, okay, yeah. Like,
when was that?
That was at the Festival of Life. That was like the same year my song went top 50. That was in 2018, 2017. Around that time. It's like a blur because it happened so fast.
Sick.
And then COVID kind of blocked off a lot of stuff. But yeah, around that time, that's when they were like, you know what, do your thing.
That's awesome.
Yeah, at first they were like, no.
Yeah, was it a little turbulent there
absolutely.
Between college and between the...
Absolutely.
Oh.
Yep, I had an internship at UHG with Optum.
Okay.
For coding and stuff, and they put me up in in Eden Prairie, in the Martin Blue. I was chilling. Paid for it and everything. Paid like $30 an hour.
Sweet.
My mom was like, you're not bringing your studio equipment? Like, I am. And after that, she was like, all right, well.
Can't stop.
Yeah, now she's like, now she has me for financial advice.
Hey,
that's how it goes.
Yeah, so now it's cool.
That is cool.
Yeah, so.
On the same level, yeah. Let's talk a little bit more about your music making process.
Yeah.
How early on did you meet Soka with the beats? Like, were you just getting beats off YouTube before that?
Yeah.
I mean, it's pretty standard.
Yeah, now it's
when you're finding your sound, it's like, why not? But how early on did you meet him? Like, how many songs did you release before you?
I think one.
Oh, perfect.
One.
Nice.
And for a long time, I didn't even use beats. Because, they weren't for me at the time. I was just like, nah, bro. Like you don't make beats that are meant for someone to rap on.
Mm-hmm.
And so we have our little strategy, how we do it now. And I didn't take that away from him. I want him to maintain that. So now how I do it is I make a song with no beat. Perfect. And then he builds around what I got.
Okay.
So now
he'll just record the vocals.
Yeah.
On maybe a metronome or
a metronome or just a clap or something. And I just set the BPM if I got a melody.
That's so interesting.
Yeah.
I love hearing artists' different approaches.
Yeah, different. So that way he can maintain his creativity and I can maintain mine.
Because, as an artist, another artist collaborating on the project will bring things to the table that you never even thought of.
Exactly.
And bring their own magic to it.
Exactly. And that's what I like to do. I allow people to do what they do best.
Although in my research, I noticed you don't have a lot of vocal collaborations. Do you like to kind of maintain the lyrical theme so you don't do a verse that's not related to it at all? Or?
Yeah, like I have a brand to protect. Like I said, I don't smoke. I never smoked. I never drank before. So you gotta watch who you mix with, because if they in beef, now you're in beef. Just offered association. So
that's smart.
I kind of keep my brand very close knit.
You didn't have any bad experiences, did you?
No, but I just watch a lot.
Yeah, learn from example.
Right, I watch the industry a lot, and I see the behind the scenes. I'm like,
too risky.
So
that's smart. I mean, covering your back end with a split sheet and covering your butt legally by keeping the brand tight.
Exactly.
That's very, very smart.
I don't work with just anybody, so that's why you don't see me with like a lot of artists. Except for the artists that I kind of work with and trying to help manage their careers. Those are the ones I work with.
Very cool. Yeah. Speaking about branding, I mean, I'm sure you've heard like the strategy of like being able to break your brand down in like 3 words. What would be the 3 words that describe the Leekthough brand?
The brand of it? Dang, that's a good question. Unique. Artistic and simple, because very simple, very cut to the point, but when you look into it, like, oh, okay. Like before Shada came out, I would just listen to the beat by itself. I'm like, this beat don't make any sense.
Oh no.
Like it didn't have, like the structure was just different, and then I was like, and I listen to all my songs like that same way, and I was like, I just put my lyrics on there, simple.
That's nice. I mean,
that fits.
Yeah, I mean, big picture universe stuff. They say that like the laws of physics or whatever, like if it gets to be like a real simple equation, equals MC squared, that's usually the truth.
Exactly,
like,
simple. It's common sense.
No frill, yeah.
The industry is common sense.
Very interesting.
Simple.
Yeah.
Like people make this way too difficult. It's not that hard.
Yeah. I mean, it almost seems like there's other industries trying to distract artists from achieving their dreams sometimes by draining their bank accounts or promising, services or mix and master like a pro for $40 a month.
Exactly. And it don't ever come out the way it's supposed to.
Exactly. What other traps do you think artists can watch out for? You say it's common sense, but some people don't have a keen common sense.
Shows. What else?
Like if they're making you pay $500 to be on stage, or what do you mean by show?
Yeah, like if you gotta pay for it, then you weren't supposed to be there. That's how I go about things. So for me,
that's solid advice. We'll hear more nuggets of wisdom here when we come back. This is DogStar.
And we're back.
Welcome back to DogStar. Just like before, Sundogs are sitting down with the master, Leekthough. And we've got a limited amount of time, so let's keep cramming stuff into it.
Okay.
Do you want to bop off these songs just so we don't run out of time?
Yeah.
Shada. What can you tell fans about Shada? What should they know when they listen to the song?
Other than that it came out earlier this year, January 26th.
Yes. Shada was a pop record. I wanted to go into the pop realm. I wanted to see how that would do for me. And now it's number 9 in Portugal. So
playing in the Portugal dance floors. I love it.
Netherlands and the UK, it just is moving slowly toward that way, but it's going up.
And why did you want to make a more poppy song? Just to try, or felt like you could do it?
I felt like I can do it, and then with the production of it, it was challenging. Just there was so many instruments, with like 50 instruments in there.
Whoa!
On that project, so I had to like find a balance between it. But yeah,
that's nice.
I love it though.
And then what do you think about when you listen to the song?
Really, all my songs are really like almost before I release them like a year old. So like I listened to them for a year,
right?
To make sure
thousands of times
they're still hot, and if it still sound like the same as and everybody keep asking me, who am I talking to? I'm not talking to nobody. It's just
Okay.
an
It's
experience.
timeless. Yeah, exactly.
It's just an experience I went through.
I like that.
It wasn't anybody specific. Every girl was like, who you talking to?
Oh, that's rough. Yeah.
I'm like, it's nobody.
But yeah, another reason why you don't have to rush if you're making timeless stuff.
If I do it one time, if I get it right the first time, I don't got to keep doing it.
That's nice.
That's how I look at things.
Can we expect more pop-sounding songs off of this upcoming project, or should we wait and hear?
Yeah, but I got like dancehall. I got
sick.
a EDM record on there.
What?
Yeah, well, that is co-produced by Buddha, bless his beat. He does like Quavo and all them. What else? Dancehall. I got a reggaeton record.
Oh wow!
Yeah, so I'm just trying to try everything. I got the voice for it,
like a sampler platter.
Yeah. And then do the worldwide tour, baby.
Exactly.
That'd be sweet.
Even if it's just one song,
right?
I'm there.
Definitely.
And the other song, Proper Leak,
yeah,
which came out July of last year.
Right, and I made that song in 2019.
Wow! So you're just sitting on it, kind of tweaking it. Waiting for the right time to release it, strategizing.
And then Soka came back to it, and that was made by 17 on the track. He's NBA YoungBoy's producer.
Oh, whoa.
Yeah, so that like my first industry producer.
And yeah, again, I have to ask, like, how did these collaborations come about? Is it all digital? Is it all, hey, I'm a associate of an associate of an associate, look at the numbers, let's work together?
17 was a little different, because I know my homie Malcolm, he's from the Netherlands. No, he's from Holland.
Okay.
Holland. So, his best friend is Lil T. No, sorry, Young T. My bad. Sorry, Young T. And he's best friends with 17. So I seen him on the Instagram Live, like, hey, tell 17, I'm trying to work with him.
Hey.
And so T was like, yeah, hey, look, Leek trying to work with you. And then I had FaceTimed him after that, and so we got cool.
Sometimes
still doing the face-to-face, even though it's on
FaceTime.
Even though it's on
Networking,
over
man.
the socials. Yeah, the
Can't be burning bridges,
face-to-face.
man. Can't be burning bridges.
That's slick. Yeah, I've always, I guess, been pessimistic about the social media connections, but you're seeing
man.
these people on their live, and then they're seeing your face on the FaceTime. It's like no different. You're just time traveling. You're across the world.
You got
instantly.
to, bro. You got to. I'm telling you.
That's awesome.
You got to.
What do you think about when you listen to the song Proper Leak?
It's like a late night driving song. That was the vibe I was going for with it. Singing, more of production. That's what I focus on now, the production. Because everybody only care about the beat, to be honest with you. And something that's like wavy, but it's like the new introduction to my sound now, which is different than...
kind of lo-fi, yeah.
Yeah, I don't really make lo-fi, but like I can try it, you know?
Yeah,
so I kind of mix it with my little flavor. Just with everything else, I mix like a little bit of dance, so what I do best.
Yeah, because I mean, you can vibe to it for sure. I mean, it's not as dancey as Shada.
Right, exactly.
But you can still, maybe a slow dance.
Exactly,
maybe
something cool. You know what I'm saying? Something cool.
Or definitely drive to it.
Exactly.
Is there anything else you want to talk about before this is over? Because the question that just popped in my head is like super random. So.
Okay. Nah.
I mean, I would want to. What else can you reveal about this upcoming project? Obviously, you said it's in a very eclectic record. There's multiple genre or multiple influences by multiple genres.
Yes.
Probably, I assume no features.
No
vocally.
Yeah, vocally. No, I want to focus on producers for this album. Bigger producers, and then my second album, that's more of producers and big features, and then my last album, 3 albums, maybe 4. It's more like legends that I've always looked up to.
That's awesome.
But this one, we're breaking them into 3 parts, 14 songs each. Each one of them is going to come with a skit, and that's going to tie it all in at the end of the once it's all said and done.
Oh,
beautiful.
Okay. So like you were to put all 3 or 4 skits together, and it's a parable or a story.
Right, it's a story, yeah. And that way I don't got to drop. And people like, so I broke down the fact that I don't drop a lot all in one project right there, and then I could work on this and add
that's
it.
sweet. It reminds the benefits of thinking ahead.
Yeah.
Planning it out.
I mean, it sounds like 9 steps ahead of where the standard artist is.
Always. You got to be.
To have that bird's eye view.
You got to be.
You just performed at the Wolves Sixers game.
I did.
Can you tell us about how that opportunity came about? Or how was it? I mean, you must have had a great time.
It was
nerve-wracking at all? Did you handle the nerves well?
Yeah. It's what I usually do. I brought out one of my neighbors, actually. She's 5. And she has small gut syndrome. So pretty much she never ate food before.
Oh.
And she never drank water or anything. So
it's all like tubes or...
Yeah, it's just like going to her chest. And so like
gosh.
she never brushed her teeth before, all that stuff. So, and I met them, at my place now. And I was like, you know what? Let me do something nice. Because like they've always been in the Make-A-Wish Foundation and she never won. So I took them to their first basketball game.
Oh, wow.
And I got them courtside.
That's huge.
Yeah, so like she, got to hang out with Crunch and all that, and got to have the whole experience. So
that's awesome.
Amazing.
Yeah, so it was dope.
I mean, add another hat. You're a philanthropist.
I'm trying
to,
man. I mean, I've been blessed, so I just want to bless other people. People
share the blessings.
I mean, it cost me nothing.
Yeah.
Right.
So if I could open it up, I'll open it up
Might
for anybody.
As well.
I've always been like that, though.
I mean, and I assume it wasn't the hype, the raffle of life. I assume it wasn't a raffle that you won this performance spot at. This is reputation and hard work that got you there. Who hit you up about this?
My manager Laserbeak, he produced for Leekthough.
Yeah,
he'd had
Doom Tree stuff.
Yeah, right. So I met him when I was in college. Like one of my professors, like, hey, and linked us up.
Wow.
Yeah, and I drove
Shout
up
out
there.
that professor. Nice.
All right, bro. Like,
yes.
I don't know where he is anymore, but nah, he was dope, and he was like, look, like I got this kid for you, and then sent it to Laserbeak, and I came out there with donuts.
Hey.
She ain't eating none of them, but it's cool. But nah, he had texted me maybe like a month ago. He was like, hey, would you like to do this performance? I was like, yeah, let's do it. I just woke up, and then he was like, all right, no promises. I was like, all right, cool. 5 minutes later, he was like, yeah, you got it.
Promised.
Sweet.
Promised. After that, signed a contract. It was cool.
And how do you go? What's your rehearsal? How do you prepare for such a big event like that? I mean, I know it's you. This is nothing new to you,
right?
But is it like just listening to it in the car? Is it spending hours in front of the mirror? Is it just vibing with it because you've done it and listened to it so many times? Or
understanding the arena that I'm in, like this is more family friendly. So understanding the demographic that's gonna be there. Mm-hmm. So I made sure I had, something dancey, very dancey, almost on the up tempo.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Right, because it's halftime, so now everybody's like, okay, let's go get some
slow dance.
Right, everybody chilling, and then a lot of energy.
Mm-hmm. Yes,
and then that could hopefully, I thought hopefully it would, how about the Wolves?
Yeah. I mean,
make everybody's night better.
Exactly. Right.
Yeah.
And then make the one bring back.
I mean, definitely. I mean, now Timberwolves halftime show, maybe next year the Super Bowl, if you'd ever accept an offer
absolutely.
Like that. Yeah.
Because that's no money.
I'm okay with that.
Yeah.
I'm,
where the
brand
money
deals.
is. You can see where the money
brand
is.
Deals.
Yeah.
I'm cool with no money when it comes down to that.
And then South by Southwest.
Yeah.
About to be at that.
Multiple performances, right?
Yeah, multiple. I got like 10 and like 7 interviews.
That's awesome.
And more modeling to come. More maybe some brand deals there.
Yeah, with I got one.
Would you ever just be a one brand man? Just rock one brand forever?
Nah.
That would be tough.
I mean,
they'd have to offer you enough money.
Or you'd have to be able to design stuff.
Yeah,
because then you could keep it.
Yeah,
fresh.
Yeah, and I got a little deal with Dior for my merchandise.
Okay.
Yeah, so we working stuff out. I'm using their factories.
Not bad.
Yeah, so
making it happen.
And then Balenciaga, that's a cool little deal.
Oh, whoa.
Yeah.
So how did those two come about?
I mean,
other than your hard work and your amazing artistry.
LinkedIn, man. I met the stylist on LinkedIn.
Sick.
Sweet.
Yeah, so he was like, yeah, I love your style. And then I was like, well, I got the Asian market. He was like, okay. And I looked at their demographics and I seen that they don't have that. So I was like, put my brand with your brand.
Right back to that leverage.
Yep.
Funnel it right in.
And they were like, yeah, for sure. And then I get to keep like, what, 50% of the clothes.
Wow.
That's nice.
And I'm Poshmark with me lit.
Yeah.
Nah, I'm playing.
But yeah, it sounds like you gotta bring something to the table if you're gonna be working with other people.
Yeah.
It seems like you've had that in mind, like the whole time.
You can't come with nothing.
Right.
And that's one advice I tell every artist: don't come with nothing. They don't care that you think that you're the best.
Mm-hmm.
What did the public think about you?
Right.
If the public ain't saying that, then don't matter. Because that's who's gonna be buying tickets.
Mm-hmm.
So,
are there any dream venues that you hope to be performing at in the next 2 to 5 years?
I want to do Coachella. I want to do Coachella one day. That would be super dope.
I mean, the festival route is a lucrative one if you can get on
some circuits.
Lollapalooza, Coachella, go over to Portugal, you know what I mean?
That's the label stuff.
EDC.
Yeah. That's the labels.
Rock Slide.
I'm telling you, like, if you're not signed, it's over with. You might as well quit.
Right.
If that's not the goal, you might as well quit. Like, everybody who said that they're independent, they're lying. They're lying, I promise you. Or they got some type of label deal.
Right.
Some type of...
another source of income.
It may not be a 360 like most people, but they got partnerships with the label.
Mm-hmm. Right.
Or like, deal with the tour manager or whatever they had to do to get in those positions.
Yes.
And Cousin's doing the album artwork for this upcoming project again?
Yes, he did it. It's done. It's been done for I think a year now.
I mean, is there a name for the project? Have you dropped
Luna.
it? Luna.
Yeah.
Sick. Part 1.
And then we're labeling every part of it to the skit.
Oh,
nice.
That's
the
cool.
first one, I'm pulling up to a saloon, and so Soka does the voices and stuff.
That's awesome. I miss skits and albums.
Yeah, bro, like Eminem. Shout out to him for that.
Hey.
Well, shout out to you for coming through and to sharing your story with us. We continue to look forward to watching your trajectory because they ain't no stopping you.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
Definitely. Thank you. We'll see you guys next week.
All right.
Bow wow.
Bow wow.
All right. See you guys later.
Run it back.
I mean, goddamn, my heart like mobster. Can't believe I got ya. Playing cop and robbers. Said she was my shotter. Got my whole roster. Hey, I cannot knock ya. Shawty, she my monster. Goddamn, my heart like mobster. Can't believe I got ya. Playing cop and robbers. Said she was my shotter. Got my whole roster. Hey, I cannot knock ya. Shawty, she my monster. Put it on your honor when I almost lost her. Please proceed with caution when we going shopping. Oh, they say we poison, but we like it toxic. Shawty, I'm a pilot. She be on the cockpit. But I like a foreign thing, but I like 'em hybrid. I be stiffing hoes like I was a Heisman. I was high in hopes you would leave a comment. I would hope you'd leave me something. Shawty is my rider, she be robbing. Take her to Cali, we got options. Put it in my hand, she is God's gift. Everybody want up like an auction. Goddamn, my heart like mobster. Can't believe I got ya. Playing cop and robbers. Said she was my shotter. Cut my whole roster. Hey, I cannot knock ya. Shawty, she my monster. Goddamn, my heart like mobster. Can't believe I got ya. Playing cop and robbers. Said she was my shotter. Cut my whole roster. Hey, I cannot knock ya. Shawty, she my monster.
Run it back. Run it back.
17.
I'm so out of reach. She's so apologies. I could treat you properly. Young Lee, going deep. I just put that girl to sleep. Got that Gucci and Nirvana. I just swing it down the street. Collecting all this paper, have it dropping out the brief. And I'm blowing through this paper monthly. Why they call me Leek? Paparazzi always on me with the flash and they flashing. Groupies always on me with a fashion I'm matching. Ask me what my type is, I'm a magnet to passion. Walking out the bank with empty bags, I just cashed in. I just cashed in. Say she want a piece of me, I get that girl a fraction. Say she wants stability, I get that girl some traction. Showed her some humility, it's lights, camera action.